the battlefield for our game of speed and strategy. These are the letters which lead to victory on Blockbusters. And here's the star of Blockbusters, Bill Cullen.
Thank you. Hi there. Hello there. Thank you. Hi there, players. What a nice bunch. Hi there. Hello there, and thank you. Welcome to Blockbusters. This is a game where a solo player competes against a family pair to see whether two heads are better than one. Now, right away, I'm going to get right off to introducing our brand new solo player. She is making her first appearance, and the reason I'm talking before I introduce her, I am mentally going over in my name, my head. I'm mentally going over in my name to see how to pronounce her head, or words to that effect. Ladies and gentlemen, now you correct me if I'm wrong, Pomphylia Baker.
That's right.
Good for me. Hi, Pomphylia. That's a marvelous name.
Thank you.
It truly is. I bet you haven't met another Pomphylia in your travels, have you?
No, or they don't spell it right.
No. It takes up your whole little card you got there.
Yeah, I know. It's going to stab me pretty soon.
Well, it's all right. It's aimed at Alan next to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Pomphylia.
I'm a graduate student in business, and I like dogs. I like to ski, and I wear glasses, and I'm going to put them on in a minute.
I don't put them on. I've been doing it for years. It hasn't hurt me. Have you met, I know you've met your opponents here. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you've missed them, they are twin brothers, Jeff and Alan Dennis. So far, they've won $34,600. Welcome back, guys. Oh, boy. Jeff, you're, you got built up built up a following since you've been with us. Jeff, you're the spokesman, so tell us a little bit about yourself, or selves, however.
Well, so far, I still can't really believe that we've made so much money.
You two have done a remarkable job, and you've deserved it, too, because you play the game very well. And for your age, I am not putting you down about age now. How old are you two?
20.
20. For your age, the age of 20, you have, in addition to a good education, a good base, but you have remarkable general knowledge. I congratulate you. You do very well.
Thank you.
Alan, are you the one with a girlfriend, or is it Jeff?
Somehow I knew that would come up again.
I keep forgetting. Which one are you, Alan?
Well, I have the girlfriend, as quoted, yes.
You have the girlfriend, and Jeff has no girlfriend, but with $34,600, he's well on his way to getting some. Pomphylia, you ready to start this thing?
Yeah.
You know how it all works. I'll give you a fast explanation. There's our Blockbuster board over there. Each of the initials on the board represents a one-word answer to a question. Family pair have to work their way across the Blockbuster board, connecting white to white in order to win. They do it in as few as 5 moves. Solo player, top to bottom, represented by the red, and Pomphylia, you can do it in as few as 4. Now, everybody ready to go? Okay, hang in there. Each game pays $500, as Alan and Jeff knows. First team that wins 2 games and $1,000 wins the match, goes on to play Gold Run. So we're ready to begin this one. We're going to start it with the letter C, so that means the answer will begin with C. Pomphylia, ready with that button of yours? Alan and Jeff, I know, are ready. Here comes the first question. What C was the drum-playing Mouseketeer? I'm glad that none of you knew that, because I don't know it either. Audience, does anyone up there know it? The drum playing? Cubby is right. Audience is smarter than we are at this point, so
for the moment,
we come up with another C question. You don't think I was sincere, do you? All right. Here's another C. What C is a city in Ireland, or... That's Jeff.
Cork.
Something found in wine bottles. Cork is the right answer, Jeff. So you see what you have to do, Pomphylia. Idea is to interrupt. Now, Jeff, where do you want to go? You got the first mark up there.
We'll go to the M.
The letter M. Question starts with an M. The answer starts with an M. Here comes the question. What M is a sealskin boot worn? That's Jeff again.
Muckluck.
Muckluck is the right answer. End of the question was worn by Eskimos. So, our family pair has 2. Where do you want to go, Jeff?
To the T.
To the letter T. Pomphylia is going to interrupt here any moment. I know it takes a while to get the momentum that these guys have. Question, what T are actress Roberts and country singer Tucker? That's Pomphylia.
Tillis?
Nope. I repeat the question now in its entirety, neither Jeff or Alan. What T are actress Roberts and country singer Tucker? Jeff has his hand up.
Tanya.
Tanya is right. Tanya Roberts, Tanya Tucker. Don't let that discourage you, Pomphylia. You have to get in there quick to win. Where are you going, Jeff?
To the G.
To the letter G. You sort of came along for the ride this time, Alan, didn't you?
He's doing all right.
Laying back there till Jeff weakens. Here comes the question. Everybody ready? Answer with a G. What G is the famous opinion pollster? It's Pomphylia.
It's Gallup.
Gallup is the right answer. You're on the board. There you go. Pomphylia Baker threw a block in there. Where to?
V.
Okay, the letter V going all the way up to the top. Question coming. What V is the stringed instrument? That's Jeff.
Violin.
Nope. I now repeat it completely for you, Pomphylia. You look happy. Here's the question. What V is the stringed instrument which is the slightly larger cousin to the violin?
Viola.
Viola is the right answer.
Too fast.
Well now, where to?
W.
Letter W. Question coming. What W are Winchell, O'Malley, Pomphylia?
Walter.
Correct. Winchell, Walter Winchell, Walter O'Malley, and the one I haven't mentioned, Walter Cronkite. So, Pomphylia, look where you are, and where do you choose to go?
I think I want the B.
I don't blame you, because if you get the B, you will have won game 1 and $500. Alan and Jeff want to block you. Here comes the question. What B was the host city of the 1936 Jeff?
Berlin.
Olympics. Berlin is right. You got it. Family pair. Where are you going, Jeff?
To the S.
To the letter S. This could do it for the family pair. Here comes the question. What S was the first horse to win the triple... Yes, Alan?
Secretariat.
Triple Crown in a quarter of a century. Secretariat is it. You've won the game. So, Jeff and Alan did it again. They added $500 to their winnings. And Pomphylia, although you didn't win that one, you did very well. You got 4 right answers, so you have the hang of it now. Let's see what you do when we get back here. We'll be back. Pick up this game in a moment. Right now, well, how about this? Just want you all to know that I talked to one of our scouts out there in the audience. I was asking Alan if he was the one with a girl or if it was Jeff. He said it was he. It's Alan. I found out from my intelligence reporter that there are 4 girls out there with Alan. Is that right, Alan?
Yeah, there are 4 watching us.
Holy mackerel.
There they are.
Yeah, I could support 4 if they were watching. We'll get into this next one anyway. Actually, our family pair has won a game, and Pomphylia, you're going to see if you can't tie it all up here, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's see where we start this one. Letter M. Question coming, and here we go. 4. Holy Toledo. Question. What M does a new UN treaty prevent any one country from taking over completely? This is a far-out question and a far-out answer. Moon, the moon. No country can take over the moon completely unless they ask. Unless Simon says, in which case you can do another M question. Question, here we go. What M is the name most often given to baby boys these days? It's Jeff.
Mike.
Mike is right. Good for you. That was a guess, wasn't it, Jeff?
Well, it could have been Mike or Mark.
Mike or Mark or Montmorency. A lot of kids name Montmorency these days. Anyway, Michael or Mike, we would have accepted either one, and the family pair scored first. And where are you going, Jeff?
To the D.
To the D. Also, no foreign country can take over Mike completely. Question. What D created the famous decimal filing system? Yes, Pomphylia.
Dewey.
Dewey is right for library books. Good.
I know. We just said that.
The Dewey Decimal System for library books, and Pomphilia's tied it up. And where are you going?
Well, Jeff beat me on the B last time, so I'll take the I.
Okay, hold off that B as long as you can. I question, what I follows that's Alan?
Incredible.
And precedes Hulk. Incredible is
All
right.
right.
Okay.
You were thinking.
We got a good game going, and we'll be back in a moment to pick it right up. But when you do things like this, you have to pay the piper. That's what we're going to do. Piper pay.
That's.
All right, we'll pick it up there. Let's see. Jeff or Alan? Alan, you gave me the last correct answer, did you not? So, Alan, it's up to you to choose. Where are you going?
H, please.
Letter H. Okay, question. Answer will begin with an H. Here it comes. What H sounds like what a rabbit does, or was the name of cowboy cat? Yes, Pomphylia.
Hopalong?
Hopalong is the right answer. Hopalong Cassidy.
Sounds like what a rabbit does.
I like that it would stop right in the middle of that question. What H sounds like what a rabbit does? No H that I can think of. Anyway, Cowboy Cassidy was Hopalong. Pomphylia, you're in there. Where do you want?
I'm still trying to think. What about the F?
Well, F's fine with me if you'd like to try that one. Got an F question here. What F did George Washington own and operate that carried people across the Pomphylia?
Ferry?
Yes, ferry is the right answer. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
No, good guess though. Carried people across the Potomac. He owned a ferry. And you guessed that, didn't you?
I guessed it,
We
yeah.
all would have guessed that because I didn't know that. Well, look where you are, Pomphylia. You're all over the board there.
Everywhere.
That's all right.
What about going to the R next?
Letter R is, yes, I see you're starting to connect there. Here comes a question. What R did Bill Haley and the Comets, that's Alan,
Rock.
want to do around the clock? Rock is the answer, and the family pairs up there. Still not blocked out, Pomphylia, but it's their turn to choose. Where are you going, Alan?
The B.
Letter B. Oh, that's that B that gave you trouble last time, Pomphylia. Here comes the B question. What B is what most people spend 1/3 of their... Alan.
Bed.
Lives in. Bed is the right answer. Family pair beginning to make them what? Now where?
J, please.
Letter J. It will not make the connection, but boy, it will be close. Here comes the question. What J is the most popular name given to baby girls? Pomphylia.
Jane?
No, I repeat it completely. What J is the most popular name given to baby girls today? Jeff wants to take a shot.
Julie?
Nope. It is, it's not Jane, it's not Julie. You want to take it, won't count, Alan. You want to take a guess?
Jenny?
No, it's Jenny. Well, Jennifer. Jennifer is it. So we come up with another J question. Here it is. All ready? All right. What J is the magpie partner of Jeff?
Jekyll.
Heckle. Jekyll's the answer. Yep. Well, where he asks.
Gotta go to the C.
Now, last time they gave you trouble with the B, Pomphylia, it's up to you now to give them trouble with the C. You want this one. You have to.
I want it.
Okay, because this could be, if our family pair does it, for the game and the match. Question. What C is the shared name of singer Elvis and Jeff?
Costello.
Comedian Lou Costello is the answer. It's game match. Well done, guys. Well done indeed, gentlemen. Have a shot in just a moment at an additional $5,000 on Gold Run Pomphylia. Our thanks to you. You played it very well.
Thank you.
Almost broke through there. Have some very nice consolation prizes for you. And for you folks at home, we have these words which I know you'll treasure well into tomorrow. Jeff and Alan Dennis came in to today's game with $34,600. They've now won another 1,000. Let's see, who's gone to the board the more frequently of you two? Jeff, you have. And who? You've made up your mind now? Who's going to do it?
Al's going to do it this time.
Al, it's your turn? Okay, let me push the button. Come on over here. We'll give you a shot at $5,000 more on Gold Rush. Yeah, don't break the magic handshake routine. Hang in there now. Okay, so this time it's going to be Alan. We're ready to play Gold Run. Now, there's our Gold Run board over there to win the big money. You start at the left side. You make a path connecting the gold to the gold. If you make the connection, you win an additional $5,000. Now, if you miss or pass, we put a block up, but you should, with any fortune at all, be able to work your way around that because some are easier than others. You have 60 seconds. I know you know how it's played, so put the 60 seconds up on the clock. Chance for Alan to pick up another $5,000. The clock will begin, as you know, as soon as you tell me where you want to start. Good luck.
YSOS.
Sid Caesar television program.
Your Show of Shows.
Correct.
TM.
First black Supreme Court justice.
Pass. MV.
George Washington's resting place.
Mount Vernon.
That's right.
GGMM.
Little Richard tune.
Pass. JTR.
He slashed his way through London.
Jack the Ripper.
Yep.
PE.
Sang with his brother Don.
Pat Everly.
Nope.
MU.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's former title.
Mr. Universe.
Yep.
EB.
Charlie McCarthy's voice.
Edgar Bergen.
Yep.
SE.
JR's wife.
Sue Ellen.
Yes.
DL.
Said to be the richest man in America.
Pass. JC.
She was Mommy Dearest.
CK, please. Pass.
Okay, CK. Stalag 13's bumbling commander.
Colonel Klink.
Yes.
FT.
Time ran out. Oh, yeah.
Dearest.
You know, on She Was Mommy Dearest, I saw Jeff leaping up and down on that one. Did you know it, Jeff? Joan Crawford's who it was. We'll go. Well, you did quite well there. And look what you did after you hit that block. You came all the way back around, and but for a little bit of luck and a little quicker answering, you'd have done it. TM is one of the ones you missed. The first black Supreme Court justice was Thurgood Marshall. The GGMM, the Little Richard tune, Good Golly Miss Molly, Good Golly Miss Molly. I haven't sung that one a lot recently. And PE sang with his brother Don, Phil Everly. I think you said Pat Everly. DL said to be the richest man in America, Daniel Ludwig. Not exactly common knowledge. So you did pretty darn well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You missed also the JC. She was Mommy Dearest. Joan Crawford we mentioned before. So you have 2, 4, 6, 7 at $100 apiece. That's another 7. You now have $36,300, and you're still doing pretty well. Thank you, Alan. Good job. That was some tough ones in there. What can you do? Okay. We got the Dennis brothers in there. How do you do, sir? Brad, we have here Brad Fagerstrom, correct? Welcome, yes. Brad. Usually have little name tags for all our players. And when Brad came up and handed that to me, I felt like a principal back in high school. Let me see your excuse. Okay, you can go to the men's room or wherever it is you go. Tell us about you, Brad.
I'm single. I'm a municipal securities broker, and I live in Santa Monica. I'm a Vietnam vet, and I just like a lot of sports. Speaking of municipal securities, how are the California issues these days? Pretty good? Doing very well. Rock solid? Rock solid, they are. Rock bound and copper sheathed is one of the most secure investments you can get in. Okay, Brad, see you right after the show. You know how this thing works, do you not? Certainly. Okay, we're going to start this game between our family pair and our solo player with the letter B. That is not to be confused with a rating on a bond, Brad. Just the letter B for an answer. All AAA. All AAA. Ready, Alan? Jeff? Brad. What B was track star Roger or Jeff? Bannister. You are right, Jeff. That's right. Very good. Track star Roger Bannister. Then I was going to say, or something kids like to slide down, a banister, of course. That was somewhat before your time, the banister breaking the mile. Yeah, first sub 4-minute mile. You're absolutely right. Do you know where it was run? Someplace in England. Yeah, London, I think. I think it was London. Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium. Yeah. Oh, see, they're all track fans.
It's a good thing I didn't ask him any more questions. Where are you going this time, Jeff?
We'll go to the R.
Letter R. Okay. What R follows boxing, bull, or... Yeah, Brad?
Ring.
Yes, or engagement. You got the idea. Okay, Brad. Broke through there early. We're going to call a halt to it right now. We have it all tied up. One red up there and one white. Back in a moment. Watch this, please. So we got Brad up here and got the adrenaline going. And that's about it. Well, you had a chance to break in today anyway, Brad. You know how it works. You did quite well. You scored there as well as a family pair.
End on a winning note.
Huh?
End on a winning note.
End on a winning note is a good idea. You'll get first choice when we get back here next time. Meantime, Jeff and Alan with 36-3, and Brad, who's trying to take that championship. See you again next time when we all get back here to Blockbusters, okay? We'll be counting on you. We'd like very much if you'd join us. Please do. Bye.
Some of our contestants will receive Pledge, gives your furniture a clean, clear, more beautiful shine. Try Pledge, brings out the beauty every time you dust. And Lipton Noodles and Sauce, the delicious side dish that helps simple dishes become hot and satisfying meals, takes just 7 minutes to prepare. And no more vacuuming from now on. It's electric brooming with a deluxe 3-speed Regina electric broom. Makes cleaning a breeze. It's a great gift. Treat yourself. And Stress Tab 600 with iron. High-potency vitamin formula concentrating on vitamins the body doesn't store. Stress Tab 600 with iron. And Brack's old-fashioned candy store taste. Pure real chocolate. Fresh, tasting ingredients. Brack's the candy store candy. And a representative of our studio audience will receive Airways Encore 2 casual luggage. Beautiful, lightweight, and durable with added wheels for the ease of roll-along luggage. Furnished by Airways. This is Bob Hilton speaking for Blockbusters, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.